I'll show you. All right, so I'm going to do a test here. I've got Maria here. We're going to do the interview. This is test audio. So you can speak into it.
Hello, testing. I don't hear anything special.
No, you're not supposed to hear anything.
So how do you know if it's working?
Three, two, one. All right, guys, I've got something special for you. You are looking at Maria right now. This is the third member of the jam session that we do for Merch by Amazon, the Dream Team. I have her here for you guys, and she's going to talk about SEO, Merch by Amazon, and basically doing SEO and starting it without having any prior knowledge at all. So here you guys go. All right, Maria, so introduce yourself. I'm going to prompt you. Introduce yourself, and then talk about how you got your first few feelings about SEO, how you got started, and that kind of thing.
Hi guys, I'm Maria. My first few experiences with SEO were confusing. I still don't know what it stands for. I call it text. Jewel was very patient with me. She taught me a lot of things. She sent me a lot of articles, actually, that I had to kind of read on my own and play around with. But I remember the first few times I did text for a cat t-shirt. It said cat, cats, t-shirt, meow, cats again. So it kind of botched. But over time, you kind of realize that you just kind of want to, if you were the customer, what would you be searching and want to find related to that specific shirt on Amazon is kind of the simplest way to put it.
Okay, great. And then, so explain your process after you see an idea and you now need to create text for it. How does it go?
My process now is I use Merch Informer for sure. If it is, I'll use, let's say, yoga as an example. I'll type in yoga under keywords. I'll see if there's a specific yoga phrase that people might be using that's popular, and I'll put that in the text somewhere. I think about who would be buying it. It would be a yogi. I'll put yogi in there, maybe a yoga instructor. I think of other words kind of associated to it, like meditation, Zen, certain poses associated to yoga. I'll kind of pop those into Merch Informer as well to see what I can get out of that. So sometimes it kind of can take a long time for certain titles, but then, once you have one yoga bullet point made, you kind of have them done for most of the shirts you do, and you kind of play around with it. So you basically just think of a bunch of different words associated to it and pop it into Merch Informer.
So Merch Informer is basically what helps you do the text?
It does now. We didn't have it in the beginning. So now Merch Informer is definitely helpful. Prior to that, I would use Merch Research. I would just type in yoga t-shirt and see what different shirts were up there, see what was popular, see what kind of text those people used. And if it was a topic that we didn't really know much about, then I would just Google it and see what words are associated to golf, what words are associated to baseball or something I know nothing about, and see what they had there.
All right, Maria, so last couple of questions here. What would be your advice to a brand new person who needs to learn SEO for merch but has no experience like you did? Like you were completely brand new, had no idea what this was. What would you say to them?
Just be open-minded. Don't get frustrated. I think that when you read some of the articles that Jewel's going to post, those are the exact articles that I read that got me from 0 to 60, basically, when it came to doing the keyword in the text, or the SEO, if you want to call it that. Be open-minded. Don't get frustrated, because it is going to be kind of weird at first, but once you kind of get into the groove of it, it really is simple. All you're doing is thinking of what phrases, what words can I put into this that is going to make it stand out and make people see my design. To be honest, because we work in a group of 3, I was held accountable. They made me accountable. I didn't want to let them down. So I read this stuff and I practiced it, and they would be honest with me if some of my keywords didn't really make a lot of sense. So if you're working in a team, you're kind of accountable to them, or just be accountable to yourself. It's a learning curve, right? You're going to probably do some weird stuff in the beginning, but in the end, you'll get better. So.
Okay, and last question here. What's some golden nuggets? Like, what are some tips that you would share for people to, kill it on SEO? What are some of your golden nuggets?
Honestly, just kind of have fun with it. Like sometimes I just put in really corny stuff in my text just to make myself laugh in the end. Because I do get bored sometimes just looking at words all day long, and then I'll just put a really dumb line in there that makes me laugh. And then it just kind of makes it more fun. Just don't overthink it, because I've done that before. I overthink it, or I think, oh my God, like I have to fill up all 256 characters in this. I got to put more. It's not enough. But just enjoy it. Have fun. It's just t-shirts in the end. Just relax. Okay. All right. Bye, guys. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, make sure to write it in the comments, and me or Jewel will respond. I would tell you that I'd see you in the next video, but that probably won't happen. So Jewel will see you in the next video.
Back from the dead.